Okay, so let's go ahead and let us now go ahead and conduct some exercises as a part of our Windows PowerShell. So for this, we are going to first go ahead and create a virtual machine. So when we go ahead and we create the virtual machine, let's go and create a new virtual machine. Let me call it I'm going to connect it to the internal switch. Let me give it 80 GB and let me install it from the ISO. Okay. Then let me go ahead and let me follow the installation process. Let us follow the default options of install now. We are going to be choosing Windows 10 Enterprise. Okay. Yep, I'll take Windows 10 Enterprise. I'm going to restart now. I'm going to choose the region. It is asking me if I want to connect to the Wi-Fi. I'm going to say no. Let's put in a name. So let's go ahead and let's put the name as administrator, but I don't think we can put it. So let us go ahead and let us use instructor. Let's put a password. I'm going to decline Cortana and do with activity history. No. Okay. I'm going to disable location, diagnostic data, advertising, find my device. All of these features I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to disable, and I'm going to accept. Okay. Just going to give it a few minutes while it is installing. I'm just connecting to the machine, starting it. I will put in my password now. So the first activity that we are going to do is we are going to change the name of the machine. So here you go. Let us, in fact, let me go ahead and let me open this PC. In the renamed computer, we are going to change the name of this machine to sorry, PC01, PC01XX. All right. Let's just give it a minute. We're going to restart it now. Now we are going to go ahead and we are going to change the IP address for this. So we are going to go into the network properties, or maybe we need to go to the network sharing. There we are going to go ahead and we are going to change the IP address of this. We are going to give it 92. .5. 168.1.10. So, and the 10 is the Windows server, by the way. 192.168.1.10. Okay. Okay. Close. Yes. Okay. I think that's it. Now let us start and go ahead and do some activities, which is one of the asks as we go ahead and we examine the different sets of questions. So for example, for the first activity, we need to go ahead and we need to run the PowerShell command prompt. On the PowerShell command prompt, we are going to run this as the administrator. And there we are going to go ahead and we are going to perform a different set of activities. So the first activity we are going to do is we are going to get process, and there will be multiple set of processes which will be generated. In fact, we can choose any process. So for example, I have gone ahead and I have opened a notepad. When I go ahead and I open a notepad, I can review when I go into my command shell and into my PowerShell and I look at get process. One of the processes that is open would also include my notepad process. So if I want to say, for example, stop my notepad process, I can go ahead and I can put in stop. Sorry. Oh, here I can go ahead and I can put in stop process name. And there I can go ahead and I can put in notepad. So if you notice right now, my notepad is open. Okay. So now, right now my notepad is here. Okay. Now the moment I go ahead and I say close notepad, you can see the notepad process from the backend has been shut down. So I can stop any process. Similarly, I can go ahead and I can start, say, for example, Microsoft Edge. Okay, so this is my, or maybe notepad is again good enough. Let me go ahead and let me do that. So you need to go ahead and you need to once again check. I will say stop process notepad, but I will say what if. Okay, so I will put a what if. Now, when I'm going to go ahead and it is going to say what if is performing the stop process on the target notepad. And now I will say confirm. All right, so I will go ahead and I will say confirm. And when I say confirm, it will go ahead and it will seek my confirmation based on what I want to do. Say, for example, I say suspend. It will go ahead and it will come out. If I do confirm and I say yes, it will go ahead and it will shut my process at the back end down. In fact, I can get more information about any command. So I can do get command and I can go ahead and I can get information. Say, for example, I want to know for all process related commands. I can say get command pro, and it will go ahead and it will give me all the process related information or all the commands which have the word pro in it. Okay, so just like I have gone ahead and done that, I can similarly move from the command prompt. So say, for example, I have my command prompt, which I can run as an administrator. In my command prompt that I run as an administrator, I can open or convert it into a PowerShell session. So I can simply type in PowerShell. It will go ahead and it will convert. I can say exit. So if you notice in front of the C, there is a PS right now. I can say exit. I, in fact, can, once I do exit, I can actually go ahead and I can say PowerShell with no logo. All right, so watch the administrator command prompt and watch the no logo. And when I do that, if you notice, it has actually not changed the PowerShell heading. So if I say exit and I only do PowerShell, if you notice, it will go ahead and give me these headings. Otherwise, it doesn't actually change, give you these logo or the banner. All right, so the banner is not provided. Now, what if I want to go ahead and I want to do PowerShell? So directly into the shell prompt also, I'm going to first exit from here. Directly from the command prompt also, I can access PowerShell related questions. So I can say PowerShell command. Okay. And I can go ahead and I can do get process. I think I need to put them in a special kind of braces, which are called curly braces. Okay. All right, and it will go ahead and it will run the get process command for me. I can also go ahead and I can export or create a PowerShell file. So for example, I can go ahead and I can do So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do cd dot. So this is right now my directory. Let me go first let me go ahead and open a PowerShell window, which is over here. I'm in Windows System Shell. I'm going to just move one step out. And now in the C drive, let me do export console lala dot. In fact, just lala is sufficient. If I go ahead and do that, I can open my C drive right now. And on my C drive, you can see the lala, which is the PowerShell file, which has been exported for me. Okay, so I can go ahead and I can use that. So this is the end of your exercise number 1.2 and 1.3, which was required to be done, right?